Hello, my name is Caden, and I'm a youth worker with the Youth Advisory Council, and this is,
My name is Hawari, and I'm part of the Youth Advisory Council.
and today,
We're
okay,
talking with code in schools.
can you,
Hello.
can you unmute your mic, please?
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, I have a few questions for you today. Um,
Yeah.
One of the questions I wanted to ask, tell us a little about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Divine Stamper. I'm in web development at Code in the Schools. Um, yeah, that's pretty. I like acting, singing, web development now. I got into that once I started this program because before I've never done any web development. So yeah, that's a new hobby of mine that I hope to pursue more.
Okay. Why is coding an important skill for this generation?
Could you repeat the question?
Why is coding an important skill for this generation?
I think that a lot of things nowadays are online. So if you know how to code, then you know how to work. Then you can learn how to work stuff online and make your own websites and things that could benefit the community. Because as I said before, a lot of things nowadays are online.
Okay.
Does this job align with your dream job? And what is your dream job?
Okay. So my dream job has always been to be an oncologist. And yes, I do think that knowing how to work computers, how to like make sure that they work, is important because you have to jot things down. You have to make sure that all your computer information is correct in order to correctly diagnose a patient.
What does your summer curriculum look like?
So web development, it's 5 weeks long, 25 hours a week, and basically we come in, we get our computers, we sit down. I have a group that I talk to. That's our group project. Whatever. So once we do that, we open up our laptops, we log in, we do everything, and then we start coding. Usually we talk together while we code, just to like piggyback off of ideas. And yeah, that's yeah.
What are some of your responsibilities at coding schools?
So one of my responsibilities is making sure that our final project looks good, and that everything is styled properly. We each split up our responsibilities, me and my group. So my responsibility is making sure that everything looks good and to test it in all different kinds of ways to make sure that it won't break when we use it.
Okay. Um, have you learned any transferable skills?
Yeah, I've learned a lot of teamwork. I've learned to like cooperate and to compromise, because there's some things that I want to do that my teammates don't want to do. So we have to come up with a compromise, in order to both be happy.
All right. Did you have to or something responsibility? Uh, what has been your favorite part about this job?
I think my favorite part has been meeting my team because they are some of my closest friends in this entire program. We have each other's contact information, and I really like them. They're like we have the same interests, and we really work well together.
Okay. Uh, what is your least favorite part of your job?
My least favorite part of this program, specifically in web development, is figuring out like I don't know how to say this. Figuring out like what's wrong with our code. And yes, while the teacher does help a lot, it sometimes can take a while, because we don't like we know what's happening, but we don't at the same time.
Okay. Were you interested in coding before this job?
I'm gonna be honest, no, not really. I mean, I've done like block code before, but that's pretty much the extent of it.
Okay.
Uh, have you learned any transferable skills?
Yeah. Like I said
Oh,
earlier, like cooperation, compromising, teamwork, leadership, kind of taking it in our own, doing our own responsibilities, and yeah.
Okay. Is this job is this a job you would do again next summer?
Yeah, totally. I would be so interested in doing it again. I would most likely take another course because to learn more, because I think what they do is really awesome. And I do want to learn like more like different skills and stuff.
Okay. Um, what what is some advice you have for someone interested in learning coding?
Really don't give up. Like there might be times where you come across an error and you just want to like break down and stop whatever you're doing, but don't. Keep trying and eventually you'll find it.
Okay.
Can you tell us about your presentation tomorrow?
Yeah, so we created a poster board with kind of our personal journey on how we got to where we are as of right now. And then we are going to provide a QR code so people can actually play the game / website that we actually did make, which is an idle clicker game.
Okay. For anyone in the chat that has any questions, could have any questions, you can ask that in the chat.
I'm good. I don't really need anything.
Okay, I have a question.
Thank you.
Do you have any words of wisdom?
Yeah. Don't give up. Keep trying. Work with your team. Ask for help if you need it. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay.
Just don't think that you can do everything on your own. Sometimes there are things that you need help with, and it is okay to ask for help.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Is learning coding a quick or a slow thing?
What?
Is learning coding a quick or a slow thing?
It's a little bit of both. I think it starts out simple, and then as you want to create more complex things, it does get a lot harder. You kind of have to rely on other people. Like, I'm sure, like you have to use the support and the errors that people have like come across before you in order to create your code. So it's a lot. It's a little bit at first, but it gets to be a lot after a while as you create more complex things.
Okay.
Are you always learning something new, like about coding?
Yeah. Even just today, I learned something new about like index and stuff as we were trying to like wrap it all up and kind of make everything look good. I learned new stuff just today.
Okay. What languages are you planning to learn in the future? What do you think is the most
Coding
valuable?
language.
Yeah.
So I want to learn more of JavaScript because I think it's a really interesting language. It's a lot of syntax that you have to learn. But I do want to continue learning JavaScript and React Bootstrap.
Does it ever get infuriating to you? If so, how do you deal with it?
Yeah, it does. It does because sometimes there are errors that I just don't know how to fix. It eventually I ask for help because I can't do it anymore. It's just not. I ask my teacher, and usually the teacher comes over and then finds it. And then once they find it, they break it down for me and explain how to not have that error next time. And usually I take like a 5-minute brain break maybe, and then get back to it.
Okay.
Christopher from the chat has something to say. What is the challenges you have to face during the summer job?
Like a lot of I like. Sorry. What I said earlier, a lot of like errors, and we have to make sure that everybody's happy with our final project. And make sure that everybody's like, yeah, everybody wants to do it and is happy and isn't like, you know, wants to quit.
Okay. What is the most interesting presentation that is happening tomorrow that you're interested in?
What are some presentations that you're interested in people showing?
Tomorrow, I think I haven't really like explored the other groups' presentations, but I am really excited for my group because I know that everybody in web development has been working really, really hard. And from what I've heard, even if I haven't seen it, it sounds really cool. Like somebody's making a student like talking program where you can talk to other students about like your issues and stuff, which I think is really cool. So I'm just excited to see the rest of web developments and even game dev because I heard they're making pretty cool projects as well.
Okay. Thank you for your time today. And
All right, thank you. Do you want me to just leave the call?
yeah, you can just leave.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Have a great day.
This is our last Worksite Wednesday, and on Friday we'll have our last Bright Future Friday.
So see you then.
See you then.